Today I fucked up by locking my BF out of the apartment but naked. Obviously not today. TLDR at the bottom. When my BF and I started dating, we decided to go out to our favorite pub one night. It got very late and we both probably drank more than we should have. We decide to head home and go to bed. He falls asleep immediately. It's important to note that he always sleeps naked. I couldn't fall asleep, wandered around the apartment and after a while decided I would head to my own place so I wouldn't wake him up. Packed my stuff and headed out. Next morning he calls me, asking where I went and here comes my fuck up. Apparently he heard the door close and woke up, looking frantically around the apartment searching for me. He figured I must have headed outside and wanted to quickly catch up with me. Unfortunately in his sleepy state, he forgot to put on pants and as soon as he stepped outside, the door closed behind him. So he stood in front of his apartment, but naked at 3 a.m. in the morning and couldn't get back inside. Of course he did not have his phone with him. The next morning, his neighbors found him sleeping in front of his door. They offered him a towel and gave him a coat hanger so he could open his door. He previously worked as a locksmith. I was mortified and honestly, I would have understood if he had broken up with me then and there. But 3 years going strong and by now it's one of our favorite stories to tell. And yes, we did thank the neighbors with a good bottle of wine and some sweets for the kids. TLDR locked my boyfriend out of the apartment but naked at night. Neighbors found him next morning and helped him. And that's why you always leave a note. Well, at least they didn't give him a washcloth winking face. This is really a today he fucked up. You didn't lock him out. I don't follow how you locked him out. You weren't even there. He locked himself out. What am I missing here? Why would you not blame him for breaking up with you because he locked himself out? I don't get it. He was too drunk to notice he went outside naked. LMAO, how is that your fault? That's on him though. I thought it was buck naked. Honestly, this is more of your BFs today I fucked up. No harm has been done by you even if you feel guilty lol. Your boyfriend walks outside naked without keys. Also your boyfriend who has done this to me? I find it hard to believe that a locksmith would live with a door with a lock that can be picked with a coat hanger, if that is any lock at all. I don't care how sleepy I am, I don't go outside naked. That gets you arrested and in some cases put on a list. If anything, this is on him. You didn't lock him outside. Nearly believable until the coat hanger part. I would have almost bought that he used a paperclip or some shit. Damn, your boyfriend is an idiot, facepalm. Ha ha ha, this is hilarious. My fiancé always sleeps naked too and this is why I usually don't. I worry something crazy will happen and one of us needs to be dressed to deal with it, face with tears of joy. You and your boyfriend sound cool and chill as hell though, getting the neighbors some wine and sweets for the kids. How thoughtful. Y'all can laugh about it now. I'm sure those neighbors have some crazy stories of their own. Thanks for finding me but naked. Here's some candy for your kids, face with tears of joy. All of this is such a stretch. It doesn't matter if I'm drunk, I know when I'm naked, especially if I'm going to go outside. Then the chances of having a door that locks itself in an apartment from the outside. I could be wrong but I just don't see it. BS. A former locksmith that apparently uses a medieval lock that can be opened with a coat hanger. Where does he live? In a barn or something? How is his mistake of willingly going outside naked even if for a split second your fault? I really hope he doesn't think this is your fuck up. Good neighbors though, and good for him being able to unlock it with a clothes hanger. My GF and I keep post-its around each other's houses and use them constantly. Stick a note to his forehead next time. Or the front door lol. I think the term is buck naked. Shit like this is why no amount of Reddit but it's so comfy arguments have managed to sway me on the wearing some boxer briefs to bed front. I love a good probably drank more than we should have. LOL. Bro needs to work on his problem solving. You don't move when lost in the woods, not locked out of your place nude LOL. IDK, how that would be a reason to break up. Buck naked. I can't get over the 3 a.m. in the morning part of this post. Goddammit, it's just 3 a.m. That's all. I don't understand people who sleep naked. So many stories about them getting into sticky situations. FFS, if you sleep naked, put a pair of shorts or a light robe on your nightstand and use it when you hear noises in the middle of the night. You mean your boyfriend locked himself out? I went to the grocery store recently to get milk. When I got to the coolers, the racks were empty but I could see stock back inside. I went and got a worker to grab a gallon for me and she handed it through a cooler door. I immediately turned and left to do more shopping. When I was checking out later, she came jogging up from the back of the store and told me that she hadn't realized that the door into the cooler had locked behind her and she was trapped until another shopper came along and let her out. Whoops. A coat hanger to open an apartment door? You didn't fuck up. He did by not grabbing shorts and keys. Mr. Bin IRL. Haha, that's pretty funny. I'm sorry to hear it though, and truth. Leaving a note at the door or a sticky note on the door might have alleviated the situation. After he found the door locked, did he cover himself with a pair of trash can lids and end up stumbling into the Blue Oyster Bar? Classic. I assume that you live somewhere warm. Imagine if this happened in the winter. Damn, I was once locked out of the hotel room with my GF sound asleep inside, but luckily I was clothed. No amount of knocking or calling her phone worked. Just saying, I used to get super sad when my GF would just leave without waking me up. She wanted to be nice by doing it, of course, but it made the start to my day really rough, thinking I'd wake up next to her and I was alone. Now I'm always alone and never wake up expecting it to be different. Smiling face with sunglasses, smiling face with sunglasses, smiling face with sunglasses. Good thing there wasn't any but hunters around. Another BS story, nice. It's buck naked. Today my boyfriend fucked up by locking himself out of his apartment but naked. Might be a good idea to get a different lock and or always use the deadbolt if a coat hanger can open up the door. How is this you locking him out? It seems he did that to himself. Not the asshole. As a parent sometimes they just need hard love. I've never been in any sort of household where the door's locked automatically to an individual's domain. The concept doesn't make much sense, IMO. That's the kind of story you tell years after you're married. Is it butt naked or buck naked? He could have been arrested. I mean, was it that hard to leave him a message or a note telling him that you went to your place? I don't get the whole locked outside situation, like why are these auto-locking doors such a huge thing in the US when these stories are so common? They are sitcom trope, just get normal locks, or smart locks. Buck naked is the term you are looking for. This is by far my favorite. You didn't do shit. Go back to bed. So apparently people don't get that some doors only lock one way. Yes, did lock their boyfriend out on accident. Just to be that guy. It's buck naked, not butt naked unless he was wearing a shirt and fig leaf. Sweets for the kids. Why not, I masks. Man, smash a window. And some sweets for the kids. Is that a new